Well, a massive face-off has been brewing in the state of West Bengal. Mamata Banerjee's government set up a minority vocational development board. This board, remember, is tasked with recommending vocational training programs for the welfare of minorities. But it's not the purpose of the board, its constitution, which has raked up a controversy. This is the Bengal government's Gazette notification, which lists 9 members of the minority vocational board. The Sikh community has pointed out that top 7 names out of the 9 names are from the Muslim community. We'll talk about the latest, especially with regards to the concerns that have been put out by the Sikh community. But let's show you the letter which has been written by the Sikh community to the governor. It says, and I quote, "No representation of Sikhs, Buddhists, Jain, Parsis, Christians." Thereafter goes on to say that all board members are only Urdu-speaking Muslims. So not only are other communities excluded, the Muslim community has also only included Urdu-speaking Muslims. Sikhs, Buddhists, Jains, Parsis are as much as a minority is what the Sikh community has alleged. The letter further states that Sikh community is very disturbed that we are not included. They say save social and cultural fabric and promote harmony and secularism. Those are the concerns which have been raised by the Sikh community. But it's not just this one community. There are other minorities as well who claim that they have been included as well. Listen in.
मैं इसका पूर्ण विरोध करता हूं, जो सिर्फ माइनॉरिटीज उर्दू स्पीकिंग मुस्लिम नहीं है। इस राज्य में पश्चिम बंगाल में बुद्धिस्ट कम्युनिटी के आदमी हैं, जैन कम्युनिटी से लिया गया नहीं है, सिख कम्युनिटी से नहीं लिया गया है, पारसी कम्युनिटी से नहीं लिया गया है। अगले दिन और जो जितना कम्युनिटी है वो लोग हम लोगों के साथ एक ही साथ विरोध करेंगे।
Well, as for the BJP, they too have upped the ante against the TMC Sarkar. Suvendu Adhikari has written a letter to the governor claiming that all these board members are Urdu-speaking Muslims. Christians, Sikhs, Buddhists, Jains are minorities as well. Baffled by the biased selection of the board members by the government, let's listen in to the BJP.
Minority means Urdu-speaking Muslim not. Minority means Isai, Sikhs, Jain, Parsi, even Bengali Muslim. Here in West Bengal, approx 4 crore Muslim is here in West Bengal. More than 90% of Bengali speaking. You constitute a board, all are Urdu speaking Muslim, no Bengali speaking Muslim, one, no Christian, no Sikhs, no Buddhist, no Jain, no Parsi. A high appeasement. Not only appeasement, it's extraordinary. It's a challenge to the constitution.
दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण है, दुर्भावना से बनाया गया है। माइनॉरिटी मीन्स उनका मतलब मुस्लिम ही होता है, उनसे बाकी से कोई मतलब नहीं होता। अगर माइनॉरिटी के लिए करते हैं ठीक है, उसमें सिख भी आते हैं, बौद्ध भी आते हैं, उसमें जैन भी आते हैं, सभी लोग होने चाहिए। लेकिन उनको सारा संसाधन जो कांग्रेस का हक करती थी वही तृणमूल कांग्रेस कर रही है कि संसाधनों में पहला हक माइनॉरिटी का है, उसका तुष्टिकरण करने के काम कर रही है।
ममता बनर्जी मुस्लिम लोगों के लिए लुभाता है ज्यादा। गैर कानूनी काम हुआ, वो माइनॉरिटी वाला में अकेला मुस्लिम नहीं है, उनका अंदर वो ईसाई है, उनका अंदर जैन है, बुद्धिस्ट है और बहुत पारसी है। ये बंद होना चाहिए। वोटिंग पॉलिटिक्स, हमारा भाजपा गवर्नमेंट इसके खिलाफ, इसलिए सबके लिए काम करते हैं। सबका साथ, सबका विकास, सबका विश्वास।
The TMC on its part has downplayed the concerns of the BJP. They've lashed out at the Saffron Party, saying that negativity does a disservice to Bengal.
I do not know about this. I'm not aware of the facts. But West Bengal government recognizes all the minorities, including Sikhs, Jains and all that. But what happened about this committee, I don't know.
Main idea is to create some kind of training program for minorities. Now Suvendu Adhikari, in any sphere of development in West Bengal, He has got a negative way of looking at it. He has got a tremendous negativity within him, which can be termed as anti-Bengal as such. But it is not completed yet. There will be scope of adding people from different other minority communities.
In the meanwhile, the National Commission for Minorities chairman has also come out to say that it's prompted the commission to write to Bengal government to see that Sikhs and other minorities do not feel discriminated.
I pay respect to Honorable Ravindranath Thakur ji. He not once, wherever he went throughout the world, he made it a point to visit the Gurdwaras. He had all the love and respect for the Sikh Guru Sahib. So in Bengal, if there is a discrimination against the community whom Ravindranath Tagore ji loved the most, I think that prompted me to write to the government of Bengal to see that Sikhs do not feel discriminated. We just want what is the truth and and request the government to take a remedial measure so that all the minorities feel comfortable.
Let's quickly open this up and hear it on what is perhaps the TMC's response and explanation. We also have spokesperson of the BJP, Ms. Priyanka Tebrewal. But my first question is to political analyst Shubhankar Bhattacharya. Mr. Bhattacharya, what explains this? This is the Minority Vocational Development Board, which has been set up by the Mamata Banerjee government. Why are 7 of the 9 people belonging to this particular committee Urdu-speaking Muslims? What about other minorities?
See, typically, these kind of committees, they often change, and we see a lot of face changes in such committees as well. It happens in UP as well. If you go to any state, it happens, the development takes place like that only. But apart of it, if you just want to, everything
happens like that only is not an explanation, no, Mr. Bhattacharya. We need to answer to the people of the country. And if this is the pattern which is being followed elsewhere, West Bengal should set an example and not do the same.
Can you just put up the names of the entire committee members of UP? Or of Uttarakhand?
Why should, sir, we will get to UP. We will get to UP. Why are we not sticking to the facts? And why are we not talking about West Bengal? Why should we not?
How many committee members are in, what are the committee members' names in Gujarat? No, actually we are not interested in that. Okay. Rather, let us focus on the real story. The real story is it all cropped up after, say, Mr. Lalpura, he questioned of the West Bengal government. Let me address that, because addressing Subhendu Adhikari's concern, I won't dignify that leader at all. But rather, let me talk about Mr. Lalpura, who has had a wonderful history. And if he is pointing finger, I really dignify that, and I'd like to answer it.
Sure, go ahead. Tell us what you have to say to the Buddhist community, to the Jain community, to the Sikh community, because they've decided to not let go of this.
Let me answer in 2 parts. Number 1, see, like you named, say, Subhendu Adhikari or, say, Iqbal Singh Lalpura. There is also Mr. Jagmohan Singh Gill, who has actually written a book about the Sikh communities developing in Bengal in past 10 years, right? And he has mentioned that it is one of the states which is most adaptable to all the minorities, to any coming from any sector, from any segment. He's just a common businessman.
Sir, nobody is saying that the Sikh community is not thriving under Mamata Banerjee's leadership in West Bengal. That's not the point we're trying to make or raise or ask you a question on. Sir, I'm just talking about these 9 members, part of the Minority Vocational Development Board. Why are 7 of the 9 members Urdu-speaking Muslim members?
Kindly allow me 10 seconds at least to clarify the entire point. Allow me 10 seconds.
So it's a short debate. We don't have so much time. Let's stick to the facts and the limited question I'm asking.
Now the thing is, I think you must have heard about Paramjit Singh Sarna, right? Now he has claimed that he was very disappointed with Mr. Lalpura, who has actually not even uttered a single word about the Sikh education in Sikh community in Punjab or in Delhi. So
okay, we'll talk about everything. Priyanka Tebrewal will not talk about Sardar Satwant Singh, will not talk about Amitava Barua, will not talk about the people who feel disappointed today because they don't feel they've been given adequate representation in this board. Priyanka Tebrewal.
You are referring to the points which is coming out from the mouthpiece of BJP.
Okay, they're a mouthpiece of the BJP. This is got nothing to do with the Sikh community feeling disappointed, writing a letter to the governor. It's all BJP's agenda. Priyanka, sir, I'll come to you. Let her quickly come in and respond.
336 schools are going bankrupt in Punjab and Delhi.
They have not uttered a single word. The entire meaning of what secular means in our constitution. That is that the religion is regarded as a private matter without the state supporting any particular religion. But here you see the other religions are not represented because clear appeasement is going on. Now there are irrefutable evidences which will prove that the sitting chief minister goes with one particular community in order to appease them. I am telling you why the other communities' names are not there, because they are not important. This has not been done only to disregard them, but rather this has been done to show that they have been enslaving. They are being enslaved by one particular community because the vote bank of this one particular community, which are the Muslims, is what matters to Mamata Banerjee. More so over after they have lost the election at Sagar Digi. Now that is why Muslims are so important. Otherwise, you tell me, how did Mamata Banerjee get the courage to make Bobby Hakim the chairman of a Hindu temple? Will she ever do that with any Waqaf board?
Mr. Bhattacharya, to the argument that you just made, that the people who've raised concerns,
the patience of Hindus and other communities.
Okay, Priyanka Tebrewal says this is appeasement. That's it. It's appeasing one particular vote bank. Mr. Bhattacharya, even if you do see the people who have concerns with the constitution of this board as spokespersons of the BJP today, you could have included your own names, people belonging to different communities, Sikh community, Jain community, those who you think do not represent the BJP or have leanings towards the BJP. Who was stopping you, sir?
Even there is an association for Sikh community, there has been an association for Buddhist community as well, and they all are heard in West
So
Bengal.
does minority amount to Muslims, sir, in the state of West Bengal?
You tell me how many Sikh MLAs and MPs does TMC have?
Let me ask you.
Ask him how many Sikh MLAs or MPs does TMC have? How many Sikh Buddhist, Parsis or Christian MPs and MLAs does TMC have? This is their representation. This is what they think about minority. Now ask them how many Muslim MLAs they have, how many Muslim MPs they have. They have an answer to that.
You have been fighting the minorities
to their
everywhere.
representation when it is considered
as
minority in regards to the other communities. It is only Muslims
that you were the
whom they are trying to show this appeasement.
Okay.
You have
Mr. Bhattacharya, why this question is also important, because we're talking about a government, we're talking about a party which has been saying, rather accusing the BJP of instigating divisive forces by teaming up with Congress and CPM in the state of West Bengal. How does that party, which is leveling this particular allegation against the BJP, today respond to not including other minority communities in the Minority Vocational Development Board? The name says it all, sir.
I told you again and again, see, Minorities Development Board and these kind of boards, they have a name change and face change all the time. It happens even in UP, in Gujarat or in any state, even which is controlled by
Mr.
BJP.
Bhattacharya, ये तो वही बात हो गई, sir, that we will talk about it or go about our game strategy once the other team scores a goal. Then we will think how many forward playing players, how many people on defense do we need in our football team. This is exactly the point that you're trying to make. That's all the time we have. Thank you for joining us, Ms. Tebrewal and Mr. Bhattacharya. We're going to continue and take that forward later in the evening. But we quickly shift our focus to more political stories we're tracking.